Oh, hey guys. It's Ross and Steve here talking to you about week 5 in health centric training. Basically, we just want to check in and talk about how this week is going. So, one of the first things you'll notice is we're still in Blacksburg, in our nice, cushy home, away from the places where we live when we attend school, which is pretty much just a one bedroom cell.
Borderline slum.
Yeah, borderline slum. But right now, we just really wanted to focus on a couple different things. You know, we're still in Blacksburg, so at a gym that we're not used to. Some of the things about it, it's a really nicely equipped gym, a lot of different machines, and a lot of different facilities for us to use. So that's been very nice. We are still getting really funny looks while we're working out of the gym. The people there don't know us and they're not used to what we're doing. So it's kind of fun. Ross really likes the attention. I find it just kind of odd.
I love
it's
it.
kind of in my peripheral. I'm just seeing people like, what are they doing? Why is he pushing down? Why is he not lifting up?
Keep staring, that's what I say.
Yep. But Ross really likes the attention, so I
Yep.
let him have it.
Makes me look a lot better.
One thing that we've been noticing is since we've been down here, we've had time. So we haven't even had to hurry it. We've been doing the stretches. We've been doing everything. It's been wonderful. But one of the things that kind of goes with that is that we are sore as hell on our rest days. I mean, we are trying to go for the full 5 seconds on the eccentric rep, the whole way down, just like 1,
Right.
2, 3. You'll notice actually in our videos that our partners are actually counting it out loud for us now, just trying to make sure that we reach the 5 second quota there.
Because what we were doing, we were keeping it nice and slow, but after Tom's weekly video update from week 4, I think we were probably doing more like a 3-4 second eccentric full negative rep as opposed to the full 5. So we're just counting them out, which once again means that we are not increasing our weights. Because it kind of sucks because right when we're about to bump it up and our bodies are conditioned to what we're doing, Tom reminded us about the full 5 seconds, which is absolutely what we should be doing. So we're staying where we are and we're keeping it nice and slow, but still, I mean, we feel really sore, and at least for me, usually that's a good sign that I'm doing something right, that I'm hitting my body in a way that it's not used to.
I kind of wanted to talk about 3 different things that's going on with me. They're specifically weight, diet, and cardio. Weights this week they've been really great, but because we are going for the 5 second Helcentrics, we've decided that actually we're not going to go up in weight. I know you guys are probably used to hearing that from us, but we're really trying. Believe me, our egos want us to put up heavy weight. I can do a lot more than what I do.
Especially when people are staring at us.
especially when Ross believes people are staring at him.
They're looking.
And but we're really trying to keep the weights constant. We're really trying to go for a good, steady form, the 5 seconds. And because of that, we've decided that actually on some weights we've increased, we're going to drop back down, do them lower again this week, and then we'll decide whether or not we go back up. But it's also going to be, kind of a partner has an input. So sometimes I'll tell Ross, hey, you can go up. And we actually did that this last week when he went up on his bench press.
Mm-hmm.
And he does the same for me. I mean, he kind of gauges. He's like, dude, I wasn't pushing that hard. You were at 5 seconds, but I was not pushing as hard as I can.
Yep.
And because of that, sometimes we limit our weight. So that's going pretty good. The other thing that's kind of going on with me, my diet has changed. I requested, Tom about a cutting program, and so now I'm on a cutting program. I'm down to 150 grams of carbs, and I'm doing, facing my worst enemy, which is cardio.
Cardio sucks.
Yep, I'm not a big fan of cardio. That's really all there is to it. But diet-wise, actually 150 grams is pretty doable. The nice thing about that is it allows me to eat a lot of meat, which is, I would be a carnivore instead of an omnivore if I had the choice, but my body's not built for that. Ingesting 150 grams of carbs while ingesting 300 grams of protein, or 325 grams of protein, I believe, is perfectly fine for me. And I have been able to do that so far. I had to go out shopping and get some things that were lower in carbs since I had such a high carb diet before. So I had to switch into the new diet midweek. But I have been able to do it for the past 4 days. And it actually hasn't been that bad. The only time I can actually see a problem is if I have to eat out. And that's the only time that I'm going to have to be very skimpy and leave food on my plate.
For me, the diet is a little different than Steve's. Tom gave me some pretty intense numbers. I always have been a hard gainer, and for the longest time, I was stuck at like 155 pounds. But it's interesting, since Tom told me to take in, it's like 290 grams of protein and like 400 grams of carbs a day or something like that. I got to look at the page again. But I'm doing it, and I'm not puking, which is good. I don't really throw up ever, so it's good, even though sometimes I feel like I want to because I'm pretty much just hanging out eating all day. And then if I miss any meals, I'm drinking gainers. But I weighed myself yesterday, and I was 158.6, which is the highest I've been ever closest to 160. I was never able to. I'm only 5'7", you know what I mean? And so it's hard for me to, I've always had a really fast metabolism, and I get ripped quick, and I show muscles quickly, but size has been a tough one for me. But since that diet and this program, I'm at the highest weight I've ever been, and the cool thing is it doesn't look like fat. When I look at myself in the mirror at the gym, which I do all the time, before and after, and during, I'm not gonna lie, but I don't look fat, and that's cool. Like, my size is going up, but I don't look fat. My veins are still popping out, and I look cut, which is a really cool thing. Maybe it's because my metabolism is just like that. I think I've gotten to know my body over the past like 2.5 years of training that I've had. But that's a cool thing for me. It's not easy making those numbers, and I kind of have a feeling I may be bulking throughout this whole thing. I got to ask Tom if I should cut at all, like maybe in the last month of this contest. I don't know. I'm a little afraid to, because even though I want to show as much definition as possible, I lose weight really, really quick, and I don't want to be skinny. This is a mass program, not something else. So I have to ask Tom what he thinks about that.
Absolutely. And so, I mean, one of the other things that I'm having to do is, actually, I should mention, I didn't lose any weight this week. And I'm actually attributing that to water weight, because I feel like I've lost weight because I have been doing cardio and I'm sticking to the diet. And usually I drop, but it takes like a week or two of lag for me to stop dropping weight. And because I've been doing cardio, I'm drinking a lot more water. And so I'm guessing that's just water weight. So I'm not worried about that, and I expect that my weight will start going down, especially next week. And, well, especially the following week, because I usually lag for like a week or two when I switch to cardio, which I have done before. For cardio, what I'm doing is I'm just doing 30 minutes. I'm right now doing 5 days a week, but that's really just because I have a commitment on the sixth and 7th day. But I am going to be upping that to 6 days a week, as Tom suggested, with a rest day on leg day. Right now, just because of the gym, I'm doing cardio, just running outside, which it's not too cold over here in Virginia right now, which is actually kind of nice because it enables me to run outside, so I don't have to go to the gym for everything. But when I do go to the gym, sometimes I do elliptical and sometimes I do bike. I am hoping that when I go back up in Fairfax in about, I guess, a little bit over a week now, that I'll be able to buy a punching bag. I have room for a punching bag in my basement. I have 4 roommates, so I have to run it by them, but we might be able to put a punching bag in there, and that's cardio that I really enjoy doing, and it's for me, very fun way to do it. But I'll probably try switching it up. I'll probably start doing rowing machine, elliptical, treadmill, and I'll try to do a good 20-minute session where I keep my heart rate above 160, and then for the last 10 minutes I just do another cardio machine just so I don't get bored. I get the thing that defeats me with cardio is I just get really bored of spinning a wheel. And that's,
it totally sucks.
So that's what I'm trying to avoid. And it's going to get cold out, so I'm not going to be able to run outside and look at things and be distracted. So it's going to be I'm going to be in the gym, and I'm not one to watch TV. I don't do it. So I really just want to change things up. I really enjoy the rowing machine, so I'm looking forward to getting back to my gym where that's available.
And I'm keeping my cardio pretty light. My knees have just been finally feeling better, which I was talking to Tom about, is having some problems. Got some knee wraps, lowered a bunch of weight on my leg exercises, got some shoes, like training shoes with like all the support in them, whatever, and they're feeling better. I'm still keeping the cardio light because running a lot wasn't helping, but at the same time, I'm kind of like paranoid about losing mass because it just happens so quickly for me. That I run, I do my cardio before a lift to warm up, and on off days I do it, but very light, and I do a lot of abs as opposed to like running, because I'd rather just be totally ripped like right here as opposed to jogging 1,000 miles and being like a skinny string bean. So
well, on that note, I hope you guys have a great New Year's, and we look forward to checking in with you next week and talking about our results.
All right, guys, see you later.